Hi everyone, welcome to Amala Movements. I'm Charlotte. This practice is part of the Element Yoga series where we explore the elements of earth, air, fire and water. Today's focus is on the water element and finding fluidity in the body. Let's get started. We're going to begin today's practice in a comfortable seated position. So take all the time you need to get down to the floor. And when you arrive, placing your right hand on your heart space, your left hand on your lower belly, closing the eyes or softening the gaze down towards the earth. Take a moment to lean in, to arrive, and just noticing how you're feeling today. Bring the breath. And I invite you to notice your lower belly. We tend to hold on to a lot of things around the belly, and this is your invitation to let that all go. And that's not always an easy ask, an easy thing to do, but it's part of the practice, part of your journey. Let's breathe in through the nose, and on an exhale, sigh out through the mouth, encouraging the belly to soften. We'll take one more, just as you are, breathing in through the nose, and on an exhale, sighing everything away, allowing yourself to let go, allowing yourself to find a release in the lower belly. And we'll continue with this breath, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling, sighing out and releasing. And we'll start finding a gentle sway from side to side, from left to right. And this doesn't need to be a big movement. It can be small and secret, small and yours. And what we're finding here is a fluid, ocean-like quality, an ocean-like energy in the body. And this rocking and this sway can help us to find that release in the lower belly. And it connects us down to our sacral chakra. Notice what the breath's doing. We'll take one more breath. Inhale. Keep the sway, stay with me. Exhale. Good. Keep swaying. Slowly we start to blink the eyes open. Placing your right fingertips to the earth. Inhale. Open up the left fingertips towards the sky. Exhale. Bending the left elbow to the right knee. Find a twist. Inhale. Left fingers to sky. Exhale. Coming up. Left fingertips down. Inhale. Right fingertips up. Opening. Exhale. Right elbow down across to the left knee. Inhale. Open up. And exhale. Roll yourself all the way over onto all fours. Take your time, tucking your toes underneath you. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forwards, lift the hips. Exhale, round the spine, leg in between the legs. One more time, inhale, Drop the belly, shine the heart forwards. Exhale, round the spine, look in between the legs. Good, and we can almost exaggerate this movement now. So send your hips back, keep the toes tucked, think about rounding the spine. So use your fingertips to help you ground down. And then come back to tabletop, drop the belly, open, shining the heart forwards. Exhale, hips back, round the spine. Inhale, tabletop, heart forwards. Good, settling back, finding length through the spine, untucking the toes. Take a breath, fill the belly up with air, and on an exhale, extend your right leg out behind you. Walk your right foot towards the left side of the mat, so finding a gentle twist here, and you can look towards the left toes. Take a breath. We'll pause here just for a moment, stretching out, opening out the body. And if you fancy a little challenge today, you can come onto your left fingertips. Keep breathing. Perhaps these left fingertips can float away and find your lower back, fingertips pointing towards your bottom. Thinking about rolling that left shoulder in towards the back, really open, really twist. It's okay if we're a bit wobbly. Smile, one more inhale. And exhale, untwist. Bring your left fingertips down, move slowly. Right toes come back behind you. Look forwards, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot all the way up in between the hands. Keep it moving. Roll the shoulders in towards the back, open through the front of the chest. Exhale, hips back, right toes towards the face. Good. Keep flowing. Inhale, open the chest, heart shines forwards. Exhale, hips back, toes towards the face. Inhale, shine the heart forwards. Think about rippling through the spine. Exhale, hips back, rounding through. Final time, inhale, shift forwards. This time, float the hands up, pause for a moment, palms together, Anjali Mudra. Big breath in, come back to the belly breath, fill the lower belly up with air. And on an exhale, fingertips float down. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot and shuffle the right foot to the outside edge of your mat. You can slide your left knee back to get deeper into our low lunge. Ground down through the left palm. Inhale, right fingertips to sky. Big twist. Exhale, just like we began. Bend the right elbow and bring your right elbow down towards the earth. It may not touch, and that's okay. Inhale, right fingertips to sky. Exhale, right elbow down towards the earth. Flow with your breath. Inhale, right fingertips to sky. Exhale, right elbow down. Good. Plant the right elbow. Walk your right foot back into center. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Big breath in. Exhale, hands pause at Anjali Mudra. Catch your breath. Ride the wave. Inhale, fill the belly with air. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Tuck the left toes behind you. Float that left knee away from the mat and pivot to face the side edge. So I'm staying bent in my right knee and both my toes are on a diagonal. So we're finding our variation of Skandasana, of a side lunge. Bring the breath, inhale here. And if you want to sink lower, exhale, bend into your right knee. And take adjustments so that you find comfort in the body. Just checking that your left knee is up towards the sky and your left toes. Fingertips down, energy through the left hamstring. To fit in with our water element, we can explore a little flow with the arms. Inhale, they float up. And exhale, floating down. I feel a bit wobbly. That's okay. Inhale, floating the arms up. And exhale, they flow down. Good, fingertips to the earth. Stay low, transition to the back edge of your mat. Turn, pivot so that you're in a low lunge, left leg forwards. Inhale, fingertips stay down. Roll the shoulders in towards the back. Shine the heart forwards. Exhale, step all the way to the back edge of your mat. Feet hip distance apart. Bending the knees, forward fold. Take a big, big, beautiful breath in. Fill the belly with air. Exhale. Can you let it go? Can you let it soften? We're going to wave, pedal through the legs, bending one knee, straightening the other. And today I really invite you to find a sway or like a rippling effect through the body, as much as feels good for you. So perhaps this is very small, very secretive, and you can hold that space for yourself. Perhaps you really wish to flow deeper, indulging in this wave. Notice how the neck's feeling. Let it go. Good. Slide the palms up the shins. Settle into stillness. Inhale, roll the spine up to a flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Plant the palms. Step the feet back to a downward facing dog. Good. Take a moment, pedal it out. Settling into your downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. So from here, we'll take a movement. I call it rippling through the spine. So from here, lifting your heels away from the mat, round the spine, and you're going to wave or ripple yourself through to a plank position. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knees, send the hips up high, and wave yourself back to a downward facing dog. And this movement can take some time to settle itself into the body. So we'll try a few more times, lifting the heels. Inhale, round the spine. Think about a wave flowing in the ocean. Exhale, bend the knees, hips up high. Move slowly as you find downward facing dog. With the breath, inhale, ripple forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, hips up high. Last time, inhale, ripple forwards. You've got this. And on an exhale, bend the knees nice and slow, hips up high. Good, inhale. And on an exhale, slowly bend the knees, finding tabletop. And take what you need. Perhaps that's a child's pose or a moment off of the wrists. Feel free to come back on the knees. Shake it out. And let's find our flow on the other side. So take your time, come back onto all fours. Big breath in. And on an exhale, it's the left leg that extends out behind you. Take your time. The left leg finds the outside edge. The right outside edge of your mat. Looking towards the left toes behind you. Bring the breath. And you can stay here, perhaps come up onto your right fingertips. If you fancy the wobble, if you fancy the play, you can bring your right hand towards your pelvis, fingertips pointing towards your bum. And we're really thinking about opening, finding a big twist here. Breathing into the belly for one more breath. And slowly, mindfully bringing it all back to center. Look forwards, inhale. Exhale, stepping up Left foot in between the hands. Inhale, roll the shoulders in towards the back. Fingertips stay on the floor, heart shining forwards. Exhale, both hips back, left toes towards the face. Inhale, ripple through, open the heart, low lunge. Exhale, ripple it back, rounding through. Left toes towards the face. 2 more times. Bring the breath. You can close the eyes if you wish. Really indulging in this wave-like, constantly moving flow of the body and the breath. Next time you rock forwards into your low lunge, take an extra breath. Fingertips can float away, resting for a moment. Hands at the third eye, Undulate Mudra. Inhale to fill up the belly. Exhale, fingertips float towards the earth. Left hand inside of the left leg. Left foot opens out, sinking into your lunge. Ground down through the right fingertips. Inhale, left hand to sky, big twist. Exhale, bending the left elbow, and it folds forwards towards the floor, and it doesn't need to touch the floor here. Inhale, big twist. Left fingertips to sky. Exhale, folding down. One more time. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, folding down. Left hand to earth. Bring the left foot back in. Left hand to the outside edge of the foot. Big inhale, sweeping up, Undulate Mudra. Exhale, fingertips to earth. Tucking the right toes behind you, floating the right knee away. Pivot yourself round to the outside edge of your mat. Just taking a moment to check in how this is feeling for you today. Your toes are pointing on a diagonal. Inhale, fill the belly with breath. Exhale, bend deeper if you wish to find Skandasana, or a variation of side lunge for you today. Wherever you are, we're looking for our right leg to be active, rooting down through your right heel. Hamstring is awake, your right knee and your toes up towards the sky. Fingertips can stay grounding, softening you into the earth. If you're feeling okay, you can float the hands away and find a flow of the arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. It can help if you focus on a single point diagonally in front of you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to center. Let it go. Let it melt away. Make your way into a low lunge towards the front edge of your mat. Right toes forwards, left toes back. Inhale, roll the shoulders, look forwards. Exhale, step all the way to the top of your mat. We'll move straight into pedaling through the legs, just like we did previously. And again, allowing yourself to indulge in this flow, in this rippling, this release of the body, perhaps holding opposite elbows. We'll take one more cycle of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Soften, let it go. Palms slide up the shins. Roll yourself up to a flat back. Big breath. Exhale, roll it down. Plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Straight into our ripples. Inhale, lift the heels, ripple yourself through to a plank pose. Big breath in. On an exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips up high. Move slowly. Move with your breath. Inhale, heels lift round the spine, ripple through to your plank pose. Exhale, bending the knees, hips up and back. We'll take 2 more. Inhale, lift the heels, ripple through. You've got this. Exhale, bending the knees, hips up and back. Final time, big breath. And exhale, hips up and back. Gorgeous. Let's bend the knees. Make your way onto all fours. Toes are tucked. Dropping down, opening the chest. Finding a final cat-cow. Good. Returning to tabletop. Crossing at the ankles. And rolling yourself back into a cross-legged seated position. Take a big breath. And on an exhale, we fold forwards. You can stay up on your fingertips here. Or you can allow the elbows to drop down, perhaps melting the forehead into the earth. And we'll use this as a place to soften and drop back into the body. Sometimes when we find ourselves indulging into a flow, the thoughts can get a little wild. But bring it back in. Connect back. Soften and let it all go. And if the eyes are closed, you can keep them closed. And we'll very simply, very gently make our way back up to seated. And with the eyes closed, take your time, move mindfully, come down all the way onto your back. We'll finish today in a Supta Baddha Konasana, a lying down butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of your feet together and very slowly finding ease and grace. Dropping both knees out towards the side, resting both hands on your lower belly. Settle in, get comfortable. Bring the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Can you allow yourself to let go? And with our hands on our belly, we can feel the breath rising and falling, just like the waves of the sea. On an inhale, the breath and the belly expand up into your hands. And on an exhale, it releases, it flows away. Take one more breath. Bring the hands to the outside edges of the legs and very slowly bring the knees back up to center, extending one leg out long, the other out long. And then both of your hands come to rest down by your sides, palms facing up towards the sky. And we'll arrive in this quiet moment of just being with what is. Being with what is. As always, please do stay here for as long as you need today. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. And when you're ready to find your flow out of your yoga practice, off of your mat into the day-to-day, we will start to wiggle the tips of the fingers, the tops of our toes. Bring the hands together, Anjali Mudra, thumb resting at your third eye. Take a final big breath in. And an exhale to close your practice. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.